Good morning.
Hi, I gotta remind myself to smile because don't you love when it starts like this? We have good morning to you all. We've had like a ton of little technical difficulties this morning, so we're a little stressed out.
Yeah, that's why we're looking like this.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
your video is super pixelated today. I don't know. It was fine before, but now it's kind of pixelated, but
I'm
it is what
pixelated.
it is. Like I'm giving up. Like that's it. Like I'm just like this show is gonna be what it is going to be, people. So bear with us.
It is a live show, so sadly you're gonna get what you get. But
Yep. Sadly or happily, because
oh, we
we've
have a
had
happy Monday, ladies. Yep, it's
yes.
a happy Monday. How the weekend was good. How was your weekend? Mine was good actually. I went to a vision board workshop. There's my
Oh,
vision
nice.
board.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was put on by the Business Sisters and Doreen Ashton Wagner. She always does such a good job at doing events. And honestly, with January being such a dreary, cold month, I really was looking forward to this because
Yeah.
it's not very often that I take time to completely disconnect from the computer and do something completely different. So there was, I think, 12 ladies, and we had a lot of fun. We networked as well as doing the vision board, so that was fun. And
Nice.
I met a mother and daughter team who work with weddings, so that was really awesome for me. There's always somebody that is really meant to be there. We all cross each other's paths when we're meant to, right? So that was what I did.
Yep.
It was really nice. And on the way there, I stopped by in Alexandria at a community craft show at 26 Main Street, which is like a community hub. So that was awesome too. It was a nice weekend. And what did you do?
Oh, been running around like crazy. Like it's just, it's election time. So I'm like all over the place. And this week is going to be another really, really busy one because there's debates. So tune in, people. Tune into the debate. Actually, I think it's going to be broadcasted on Kojiko Live on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Is it
Yeah,
Wednesday? Wednesday.
yeah, it is.
And then it's taking place at the Civic Complex, and the public is invited to join in and go and ask questions. So I know that I think Nolan Quinn and Jeremy Rose are confirmed. As far as the other three, they're still in the process of being confirmed by um, Elections Ontario, I believe. So the Liberals have won, the Greens
Yep.
have won, and
The new
the
blue.
New Blue has won. But I'm not sure. Like I don't know if they have been confirmed yet. So
I know it's talk about stress. I mean, that election was called so fast, so they really don't have much time to prepare or
right,
anything. Like
right,
almost what, 3 weeks? That's all they have.
pretty much. Like yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
not.
But the they're talking about is put on by the Chamber of Commerce and the Social Development Council of SDGNA. And it starts at 6 o'clock with a meet and greet this Wednesday at the complex. And at 7 o'clock,
Hmm.
it's the debate. I'm actually really looking forward to that one. It's always a good one. And then we're having the candidates on a 2 hour show next Monday
Yes.
from 10 to 12, and we're going to do question and answer. So they'll all be asked the
Yeah.
same question
Questions and
and they'll
answer,
all
and
answer.
questions from the public too. So if you have any questions for any of them, you can come in and we'll be moderating the chat box and asking your
Yep.
questions. So let me ask you this, my Lisa. Have you watched the Super Bowl yesterday?
I did not watch the Super Bowl. I am not
Ah,
interested in football, but I saw all the excitement on Facebook about the show that was
the
put on,
halftime show.
a halftime show. So Sheldon and I watched it last night because
Hmm.
I figured it would come up in the conversation. I wanted to see what it was about. I myself thought it was wonderful. It was
Yes.
so well choreographed. I I enjoy rap music though. For anybody who
Well,
doesn't,
that's the thing, right? I was seeing a lot of hate on Facebook, like worst halftime show ever.
I
Like,
know.
why is this called? Like, this is not talent. And I'm like, you have to come um from the point of view that, okay, this does not cater to everyone, but it is art,
No.
and it is like Kendrick Lamar is a wonderful lyricist. Like he is deep, and he speaks on issues that are really affecting the African American community. And
Hmm.
um to go on and say that it was like the worst thing ever, and that, like, there's no talent, and I'm like, come on, I hate country music, but if Johnny Cash was performing at the halftime show, like, I could look at it objectively and say, okay, well, this
Yeah.
is not my cup of tea, but the guy's got talent. Like, I mean, anyways, so it was
Yeah.
interesting to see, like, the
It
hate.
it
I
it
did
was,
a couple of posts about it.
but it was the choreography and the way they all came together and went apart, and oh my God, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was
And
really, really good.
it was black culture displayed, full displayed, on
Mhm.
full display during Black History Month,
Yep,
and there
very.
was no f's given as to if you understood it or not. So kudos, respect. Like, I love Kendrick Lamar personally. Like, he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. um Anyways, it is what it is.
No, I thought it was amazing, but I like it. You said like not everybody is into rap,
Right.
so
No, but I mean, his lyrics are deep. Like, you
yeah,
if you take the songs and you start looking and analyzing the lyrics, his stuff is deep, and it's like, it's speaking of history, and it's speaking of,
yeah,
like, um hope, as well. Like, it's speaking of getting out of, you know the rut, like,
yeah.
getting out from under the oppression, and aspiring for more. And anyways, it was just great.
I thought so too. That's why I wanted to make a point of watching it because I saw the comments on Facebook and I'm going, why are they saying these
And
things?
I mean, come on, Samuel Jackson, like, come on, what's there not to like? Like, this was awesome. To me,
No,
it
I
was
thought
awesome,
so.
anyways.
I thought so too. It was wonderful. Even the way it ended, it was really
Mm-hmm.
interesting. It was really
Mm-hmm.
good.
And the usage of the red, white, and blue, and
Yep.
the way they took the dancers and put them into the formation of an American flag, and it was great. And
Yeah.
there was deeper significance into the colors as well. It anyways, I won't get into that, but there was more to it than met the eye. And if you really took a pause and started analyzing all this stuff, you'd understand a lot of why the choreography, and why
Yeah.
the cameos, and, like, yeah.
Well,
Okay, moving
to
on.
me, well, to me,
It's
it
my
was
rant
just,
for the Monday.
yeah, it was just amazing how they put it together, though. That was like, it was so, I don't know, so well done, I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, moving along.
Okay, so what do we have today?
So we do, because it's almost Valentine's Day, we have a couple on who we're going to talk about some Valentine's Day stuff. But today we have Bill Hellman and Kristen Davey from Happy Popcorn Co.
And
Good
I'm gonna put
morning.
myself there and put the ladies in the big frame. And
Yeah, you're in the big frame. Bill's in the almost big frame, and we're tiny. We're good. So good morning, guys.
Morning.
Congratulations on your
Morning.
Morning.
five. Congratulations on your 5-year anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
It was a really good day on Saturday. Really good day.
yes, I want to show the picture. So this is your little family. And so Saturday they celebrated 5 years in business. So that's super awesome. Um, so you have 3 kids, eh?
4 kids.
4 kids.
We
Okay,
have
so
four
yeah, that's
kids.
what we were wondering, my Lisa
Hmm.
and I, because I was telling her today that I remember telling you you're catching up to me because I have 5, right? And so yeah, so four kids, that four
Yeah.
kids in a business and jobs.
Yes. Yes.
How do you
Full-time
handle
job,
all that?
Yeah. We don't
So,
sleep.
I leave the city.
We
Yeah.
don't.
anyway, tell us.
I'm broadcast. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, tell us a little bit about the history of Happy Popcorn, how you started, why you started, that kind of
S-
thing.
yeah, absolutely. We started the Happy Popcorn back in 2019. We had been considering starting a business for a while, and then some circumstances changed with my employment, and that allowed me to finally a chance to really sit down and make a go of it. If we were going to do it, that was the time. And we had knocked around a few ideas, and the intent was always to create something or a legacy for our son Jack, who is currently 14. He's almost 15 years old, but he has autism. He's on the autism spectrum, and when we got his diagnosis, future was unknown, not sure what was going to happen once he ages out of the school system. We knew we didn't want him to just sit at home with no purpose and play video games all day. That was not the life. That's not the life we want for him. We want him to be a contributing member of our community and to have purpose and to feel like he's got like something to do every day. And so we knew that finding employment opportunities for him was going to be difficult. It's becoming easier for people on the spectrum and with neuro diversities as more awareness is happening. But at the time, we knew that we're going to have to start something. And we knocked around ideas. And just one day, Bill and I, we looked at each other and we're like, popcorn. Popcorn is Jack's favorite snack. He literally eats a giant bowl of popcorn every single night. And has for the last, probably since he was 2, for the last 12 years, giant bowl of popcorn every night. So popcorn made sense. And doing a little bit of research into gourmet popcorn businesses in North America, we knew, this was something we could do and we could make a go of it. And so put the business plan together. We applied for the Cornwall DYA's Win This Space contest. Came second.
Oh.
And didn't stop us. We went ahead and launched our business on December 14th of 2019. Just
before the pandemic.
Just 2.5 months before the world changed. The global pandemic stalled us, but they didn't stop us. Our community came out in droves on our opening day on December 14th, and within an hour, we had sold out of all the popcorn that we had pre-made. And we spent the rest of the day that Saturday just popping popcorn like crazy. We literally gave up trying to make any other flavors, and we just sold movie theater popcorn all day on December 14th because people just kept coming in and were so understanding and yeah, it was incredible.
That's such a great story, and it's been fun to watch you guys like hop onto bigger venues, from this one to that one to that one, and to where you are today, which is I visited on Saturday and I saw the back of the store, and I'm like, it's so impressive, like these big, and it's so spotless. I had a popcorn machine, guys, and I struggle to keep that thing clean because it's so greasy and like you gotta scrub so hard, and your things are so clean. I'm like, how the heck do they do that? So it was fascinating to me to see those big poppers and where you season everything and bag and hiring only people with disabilities, right?
Yeah, well, not only, but we make it a priority. So we currently have 11, soon to be 13, because I have 2 co-op students starting this week, but I have 13 staff and co-op students. And easily at this point, I would say 80% of them are either neurodivergent, so they have primarily autism or other neurodiversities, or they have a medical or physical disability that prevents them from obtaining employment in other situations. So we are able to, because of the type of work that we do and the flexibility that we have, we're able to make accommodations for folks.
That's
No,
awesome.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And your kids work in the back too, helping you out. don't
Yes,
they?
they do. So Jack is he's going to be 15 in April,
Wow.
and for the last 2 summers, he's officially been on payroll. So he comes in and he
Oh,
clocks in like everybody else when he has a shift, and he's in the back there scooping popcorn and sealing bags, putting labels on. He's fantastic up front, helping out customers, and then so he's officially on payroll. And then I have Delilah, who comes in on snow days and PA days, and she usually helps me up front with customers. And she's 9; she's almost 10.
Mhm.
my
And I
God.
usually I bribe her with books and
Not popcorn.
yeah, she's a cheddar fiend. So I'm like, all the cheddar popcorn you want, girl. You come help me. And she's more than happy to come and lend a
That's
hand.
awesome. I love that you're trendsetters, and in a way that, the more people see companies and businesses hiring people with who are neurodivergent, the more other companies are going to make it.
Yeah.
So I love that you're trendsetters. But
Yeah.
so Friday is Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is.
And so one of the things we wanted to discuss with you guys is you're a couple, you're working together,
Yes.
and from my understanding, work together all the time and work together all the time, like day, night.
Yeah.
How do you handle that without killing each other?
I will start, and I will say that I'll start by saying that I understand who's in charge, and it's this one right here. She's the boss, and I'm there to help in whatever capacity I can. But and we banter ideas. What are we going to do this today on this? And I'll throw my suggestions out, and if it's good, then we go with it. If she says no, we're going to go this way, then I go, all right, then that's the way we're going to go. So in that regard, we get along quite well because I know my place.
It's also we have very different strengths, and he's able to pick up on the stuff that I'm not great at, and which is he's better up front with customers. He's a chatter. He can talk to anybody about anything, and I am a little more socially awkward with with folks. You wouldn't know it right now, but he's really great, doing the customer service and handling that stuff. And I'm better in the back end doing the logistics and things like that. So we complement each other that way, which is helpful. It'd be pretty bad if neither one of us wanted to.
Yeah, we see Bill at trade shows all the time.
Yeah.
Like he's going
Yeah,
around.
he's fantastic. He goes out and he does all of our events and stuff, and I'll go out and I'll help him, and there are times where it's really great to have both of us there. But if one of us needs to be there, then he's the guy.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I
So
stay
how-
at home with 4 kids.
It's definitely a yin and yang.
How did you two meet?
We met a long time ago.
19
years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We met at Loyalist College
Yeah.
in Belleville, Ontario. We were both students there. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And that's your
That is
your
my
hometown,
hometown.
right?
Yes, I'm from Belleville.
And
And I know right now, Bill is actually talking
Yes, he
from
is.
Belleville. So that's right now. You're in Cornwall
Yep.
all week, and then Bill is in Belleville as well.
It
But for a while,
Absence does make the heart grow fonder.
does.
you were both together at the store. So until
Yes.
Bill got a job at the radio station, which I know he loves.
Yes. Yeah, it's different
Mhm.
now. He's not here physically, but I mean, through technology, we FaceTime each other, I would say probably every hour. Something comes up and I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, this is happening. What are your thoughts? And then, we
so
go
you're
from
still together 24/7, basically.
24/7. Yeah. And then, I mean, cloud
And that includes the store and parenting.
Yeah.
Both, there's multiple conversations a day talking about parenting and about
Yeah.
the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, so how does that look like now that you're in Belleville? Are you there all the time? You're just commuting, or
My
I'm here during the week, so I'll come in Saturday nights. I'll come in and then I'll go back Friday afternoons to
Sunday
spend the
nights.
weekend in Cornwall for now.
Sunday nights. You're there Sunday through Friday.
Sunday nights, that's right.
Not Saturday. Yeah.
so I would assume that since you're in Belleville, there are talks of expanding.
Yeah, there are plans definitely to open up satellite locations. Cornwall will remain. It's our flagship location. We're not going anywhere. I just want to dispel any rumors or
Happy to hear that.
ponderings. People are asking us all the time. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
Good.
Cornwall is home of the happy popcorn. So yeah, it's a matter of finding the right location in Belleville or area. And we'll, open up a little satellite location. We'll pop out of Cornwall and ship popcorn to that location, and we'll manage both from wherever we happen to land.
So we have a comment from a viewer said that I saw your goods at F&M Good Foods in Pembroke.
Yes. Yep. We have a couple of gourmet food stores or locations like that who've picked up a couple of our flavors and are stocking our popcorn on their shelves, including.
I had no idea. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
it's,
good.
It's not something that we've fully explored
Embraced?
wholesale, but when the right stores come along inquiring and it seems like a good fit for our brand and something that we would complement each other, then we're all on board. So
I'm curious because you have a website. Well, it's happypopcornco.com, right?
Yep, thehappypopcornco.com.
Thehappypopcornco.com. So do you have a lot of orders that come from like outside the area?
Yeah, we are shipping popcorn just about daily now, and we are hitting locations in Calgary. Like I sent 2 or 3 orders last week to Calgary. We've sent orders to Victoria. I've sent popcorn to Nunavut. I've sent popcorn to Windsor and Waterloo. I've sent popcorn to Northern Quebec. So Timmins, I just shipped an order to Timmins on Friday. So all over.
Not the United States.
No, we're not
tariffs.
No, we're not shipping internationally yet, but one day maybe.
Who knows,
even-
right?
Someday.
Sky's the limit. Like I always
Yeah.
said, as soon as I saw you guys open, I'm like, oh my God, this can take over the world. Like this is such great branding too, like from graphic design, point of view and website design point of views. It's so marketable. Like it's beautiful, it's happy, it's it's vibrant, it's like everybody wants it. Like it's just
our
super marketable.
logo and our brand. I have to thank my friend Mark Sicard, who is an incredible graphic designer and illustrator, who I just with chatting with him, I threw him a sketch of the idea that I had for a logo, and 24 hours later he emailed me our logo, and he's like, what do you think? Like, let me know if you want anything changed. And I was like, this is like, how did you get inside my head?
Yeah.
And like, this is perfect.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, even your
Beautiful.
ads, even the ads, Kristen, that you put in the Seeker, they're always so simple yet effective. Well, you're a graphic designer too.
Yeah.
Julia
Well, that's my
and
background.
myself. Yeah, Julia and myself too. And it's always works better when it's simple and effective, and your ads always pop.
Thank you.
There's so many people that don't understand, like having the same kind of look all the time and not changing. It's so important because brand recognition is about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see a style and oh, that's Happy Popcorn.
Yeah.
So other than popcorn, what else do you have at the store?
So our current location here in Cornwall, we are 4,300 square feet, and we've divided the space more or less in half. So half of it is back production and storage where we make our popcorn. And then the front half, which is deceiving from outside, you don't realize how large it is when you walk through the door, but we have probably 2,000 square feet of popcorn on the shelves. We've got sodas, lemonades, iced teas. We've got, we carry Prime Energy and Alani new energy drinks. We carry chocolate and like Piece by Chocolate, sugar-free. We have a huge sugar-free section. We have international candy from Korea, Japan, Mexico, Brazil, the UK, other parts of Europe, including Spain and Holland. We carry a large selection of chocolate and candy from the US. Moving forward, we'll see how that works out. We may decrease that selection and look for products from other parts of the world to fill that void, only not because I want to punish Americans. That's not my purpose or my selection. I just know that with a 25% increase, people will just not spend the money on it because it won't fit their budget. So I'll look for other products to fill that void. But yeah, we've got a great selection of pork rinds that are coming back in stock very soon from a maker down in Western Ontario. They're great. And then we have started another line of products when we are working on the branding for that. But we are freeze-dried candy. So
yes, and I bought some on Saturday. Oh my God, they're so good.
It's
wonderful.
It is such a sensory experience to eat with the freeze-dried candy. It's so good.
It is. Like you look at this.
I've tried.
Go ahead, Mylise.
No, I've tried the freeze-dried Skittles. They're really good. Like you figure, I'll just have a couple.
Oh my God!
There's something about that crunch that's just so satisfying.
Yeah. And it's weird because like the candy is completely transformed. Like it doesn't look like it anymore, but you taste it and it's exactly like a Skittles, right? It tastes like a Skittle. Yeah. It's great. So
well, go ahead.
What are
I was going to say? Remember.
Go ahead, Mylise.
I was just on the freeze-dried stuff. Remember, we tried the freeze-dried ice cream bar from you guys before, and it looked like nothing, but it tasted exactly like the ice cream.
But the texture is totally changed, and it's
it does. It almost feels like space shuttle food.
Yeah, that's exactly the same idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you were gonna say something.
What is your most popular flavor?
We sell probably 4 times as much movie theater as we do any other flavor. So movie theater is definitely number 1, and that's just your simple butter salt. It's also Jack's favorite. And then rounding out the top 3, I would say movie theater, dill pickle, and our caramel popcorn are definitely top 3 flavors.
So I think that's what I bought. No, actually, I bought on Saturday. I bought the cheddar dill, which is oh my God!
Yeah, so that is quickly becoming extremely popular, and I foresee that probably.
It is so easy. Like you guys really don't hold back on the cheese flavor. Like there was so much. Like my fingers were all orange after, but and I got the salted caramel, which is like an all-time favorite for me. And I got the dill pickle. That's my daughter's favorite.
Yep.
Just like dill pickle.
We've got a comment from Skinny Birch Pico saying maybe you should make peaches and cream pie popcorn. That we tried her peaches and cream pie a few weeks ago. It was amazing. She's thinking peaches and cream pie popcorn sounds good.
Okay. Yes. we do a peach flavored candy popcorn. That's a new flavor we just started doing. So I'm sure we could probably figure out a peach pie flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting question. If I were to have a 3-course meal having only popcorn, what would you suggest?
That's good.
3-course meal of only popcorn. Bacon cheeseburger.
Mm.
Then I would probably follow that up with either our Mediterranean or our buffalo blue cheese. And then you'd have to have a dessert flavor, and I would go straight up salted caramel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to agree with you. Salted caramel would be the way to finish
Yeah.
that off. For
Yeah.
sure.
Solid selection.
Yeah.
I like your Rip Wheeler a lot too.
Oh, the hot ranch. Yes. So good.
Hot ranch, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's something psychological in there that just, but that's a good flavor. So how do you come up with your flavors?
I was going to mention real quickly, if I can.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I was going to. Can I? So I'm gonna give you an example. Some of the flavors we've gotten, we acquire the flavors and then we start mixing and matching. And just as an example of how great our staff is, one of our staff members was working on caramel. He accidentally took an already salted popcorn and added the caramel to it. And it was an accident. He didn't mean to do that. So he came and let us know, and very apologetic. And we tasted it and went, wait a second, you got something here. And so we just tweaked what he did by accident, made it purposeful, and that's your salted caramel. It only took us another batch to really figure it out, and it has become one of the top 5 favorites in the store. So even by accident, our staff, who again, 80% of them neurodivergent or have that physical disability, are the ones that are helping us with those flavors. On average, we eat 4 or 5 new flavors a year just from them trying stuff out.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we make an all dressed popcorn, and our staff are the ones that developed that recipe. We're like, we should make an all dressed, and they're the ones that figured out the ratios of all the different seasonings and stuff. And it's one of our more popular flavors, are all dressed.
Yeah. I was wondering how you come up with flavors. I guess that's one way to do it, eh?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just we're in the back there just chit-chatting, and while they're making a certain flavor, and one of us will go, I wonder what that would taste like if we mixed it with this flavor. And then that's how we came up with Rip Wheeler, and that's how we came up with Beth, which is our spicy pickle, named after John Dutton's daughter, who's always getting family in and out of a situation, out of a pickle. She's spicy. She's a spicy lady.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're all like mad scientists back then.
Yes. Yeah. When we have a little bit of downtime, then we're like, okay, guys, let's play. Let's figure out a new flavor. Which is great. We have a lot of fun doing that, but it also means that we have over 100 flavors of popcorn in the system, and that's a little overwhelming sometimes.
That was my next question.
Well over.
That was my next question. How many flavors do you have? Or you just answered that one.
Yeah. I would say
on the shelf we have about 70 flavors on the shelf, and then probably in the recipe book 150.
Yeah, some of them are seasonal, and we only do them at certain times of the year. So like at Christmas, we do gingerbread only at Christmas time. In the fall, we have a pumpkin spice that we do. So I mean, those are seasonal flavors. And then during the summer, we have we do a dreamsicle, which is based on your different creamsicle popsicles. So we do different blends and mixes, different times of the year. So they're seasonal, but.
And what do you have for Valentine's Day? Do you have a special one?
We do. We have, I would say three popcorns right now that are Valentine's themed. So we have our Cupid's mix, which is a mix of our birthday cake, strawberry, and cherry candy coated popcorns. We have our Guilty Pleasure, which is chocolate and strawberry popcorn. And then we have our Heartbreaker, which is a new one we did this year. And it is a red cherry popcorn and mixed with a sour black cherry popcorn. So you get that sweet and sour mix. So it's a Heartbreaker.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. I like sweet and sour together.
So listen, guys, I don't want to keep you too long, but I do not want to let you go without talking about your community involvement, because Happy Popcorn has been such a great supporter of many causes, and you do fundraising. Like Bill was telling me that the school is doing a fundraiser right now. So thank you for all you do. And how can we get in touch with you if somebody wants to do a fundraiser?
Yeah, our website, thehappypopcornco.com. There's you can contact us through that. We're also on Facebook, Instagram. We're on TikTok. You can message us through any of those social media channels. But yeah, our website is probably the easiest and most effective way. Just hit the contact us. They'll shoot us an email, and Bill's really good at emailing people back. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Or they can pop in right at
they can pop by
Pop
anytime.
in, right?
Yeah, we're open 7 days, so you can stop by the store anytime and chat.
And what are
All
your
right.
hours? What are,
And I also wanted to mention too that it's not just Cornwall. We're sending out a fundraiser to Pembroke, to a school there. We've been working with for a couple of years now, and we can do fundraisers right across the country. It just have to work a few things, but it's not just for Cornwall and area. We love doing that, but we're all across the country. We can make fundraisers happen.
Perfect.
wow.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being with us today, guys. It was a really cool story to hear, and we'll see you around in the community. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thank
Awesome.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Thanks.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was interesting. Actually, the lady on our front covers, Chef Amelia, has been saying that she's thinking of some really interesting pies that could maybe complement the popcorn. So that might be
Yeah.
something they should get together and work together on. Interesting.
Great. So I'm going to let you call Sean. Guys, we're going to take a 1 minute break, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
We do different things. And Flora is the coordinator
Oh,
for the summer festival.
okay.
Okay.
We're back. We're back. So we are going to talk to you on the
Okay.
show. So I've got Sean George on the phone. We tried to get him so we could see him, but for some reason his audio through the streaming just didn't work. So we've got him on the phone. So Sean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on. It's a real pleasure.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him, Julia?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Flora. We're just talking
Hi.
with George on the phone.
Okay.
With Sean,
no
sorry.
problem. Okay.
So Sean, this month, February is Black History Month. Can you tell us what is Black History Month? How did it come about? Tell us a little bit about the month.
Okay, so Black History Month is a month that started off actually as a week in the United States, and eventually it grew to becoming a month under the late President Gerald Ford in the 1970s. He officially declared Black History Month. And that came from, some encouragement from different members of the community. And it had been growing at a particular time when civil rights in the United States was sort of coming to a culmination. Not that it's finished, but, more people were very much aware And in Canada, it's the former parliamentarian Jean Augustine who passed that, who brought that to Parliament, and it was passed in Canada in the 1990s, I believe. I think it was 94, but don't quote me. And so across Canada and certainly in the United States, and I also believe in England, they celebrate Black History Month. And to me, Black History Month is not just about, you know, the challenges and the joys that Black people have faced, but very much about the people and allies that have helped to bring us to this time in history, right? Like, it was really like Black liberation began with white abolitionists, you know, working with people like Harriet Tubman and others to give Black people the rights that, you know, we all consider as human rights. So when people say Black History Month, it's a little bit of a misnomer in the sense that it's very much about others, you know, and all of our history, not just the history of Black people. And especially today, if you look around, there's so many biracial people and people who have such interesting cultural mixes that it would be hard to sort of just say this is only about Black people, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. So
Yeah.
there is an event that is being organized at the Klein House. We're gonna ask Flora a little bit about that. So, Flora, what is the event called, and when is the event?
Thank you. Hi, Lise. Hi, Julia.
Hi.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour à tous ceux qui nous suivent en ce moment. Et pour l'événement qui aura lieu, I speak in French. Hein? Is okay? OK. Donc, on aura un événement connexion le 13-14 février au Clean House. Donc, cet événement parlera bien évidemment du mois de l'histoire des Noirs. Comme vous le savez, février est le mois de célébration du mois de l'histoire des Noirs qui a été créé il y a de cela plusieurs années en 1926 aux États-Unis. Donc, Clean House a décidé d'inviter la communauté à venir en savoir plus sur le mois de l'histoire des Noirs à travers plusieurs activités comme la musique, on aura la gastronomie, on aura aussi des ateliers, on aura des images qui vont nous plonger dans l'histoire de la création du mois de l'histoire des Noirs et nous connecter plus à la communauté noire vivant à Cornwall et la communauté noire vivant dans tout le Canada.
I am typing all this in the chat in English so people can see what you're saying.
Donc, pour rappeler un peu
So
l'heure,
basically, at the date.
pour rappeler un peu l'heure, le jeudi 13 février, nous allons débuter à 17h et finir à 21h. Et le vendredi 14 février, qui est spécifiquement pour les écoles francophones, va débuter de 10h à 16h. Sorry.
So yeah, Julia's typing it all, but basically it's an event called Connections, and it's going to be happening at the Klein House Gallery in
Yes.
Cornwall. And Sean, go ahead.
We chose the name Connections because we wanted people to have an opportunity to connect to community, this community, connect to history, and also connect to people of African origin all over the world. So just as an example, Maggie, by the year 2050, 85% of French speakers will be living in Africa.
Okay.
And that to me that's huge, right? Like that just shows how culture can shift and change over time. And what we really wanted to express in this particular idea of connections was the idea that, you know, the folks coming in to Cornwall today are, you know, just like all the other recent immigrants and immigrants in the past are very much connected in different ways, just not by the color of skin, but sometimes by language. And so we will have art, we will have music, spoken word, delicious food for people to sample, and, hopefully lots of good connections.
Wonderful. I'm actually looking forward to coming. I'm going to come on Thursday. So Thursday, I believe it's from
5 p.m.
Julia's got times 5 to 9.
5 to 9, yeah. And it's just like open house. It's drop in.
Yep.
And the rest of the art gallery will be open, so you can wander around the juried exhibit and, have conversations with others. So I'm really excited about it. And, I look forward to seeing everyone there.
So that's happening the 13th and the
Yes.
14th of February.
So yes, we'll be open. The art gallery will be open for its regular hours from 10 to 4.
Yep.
And so if you come in, the juried show is in the gallery section. And then the Connections exhibit and piece will be, the Black History Month piece will be in the studio. So at the back of the art gallery. So you can enter off of Amelia Street, or you can enter off of 2nd Street East.
Yeah, the gallery is located at 204 2nd Street East, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And then I know you have a piece in the juried art show because I went to the opening. So
Yes.
the juried art show is on till March the 1st. And I guess you guys are encouraging people to put in the public vote for their favorite.
People's Choice Award, and there's also going to be I think the Mayor's Choice as well. But yeah, visitors to the exhibit can decide on which artwork that they would choose. And once the show, I believe, closes, the gallery will let us know who the People's Choice is for that. So it was a juried exhibit with 3 professional artists who chose the works. I think they had over 107 artists who entered, and there are 58 works on display. I'm not quite sure with the numbers, but yes, something like that.
Yeah, the gallery, it looks stunning as always. They've Emily and Tracy did such a great job.
It's incredible, absolutely incredible.
And the way,
I'm saying that just because I'm in it.
but the way it's set up, it's just amazing. It's such a relaxing atmosphere in the gallery. So if anybody hasn't stopped in, stop in for sure.
Yes.
Julia. Did you go yet?
No, I did not, but I will go
Did
on
you
on
go?
the 13th.
Perfect.
Julia's going to come for the Black History Month event, I'm
Yes,
sure.
yes, absolutely. I'm going to be there. It's just a walk. Like I was telling my lease last week, I don't know why I don't drop in more often, because it's just like a walk away from where I am. So it's just really.
Well, then there's always a great exhibit going on in there. Like say, it's just like stepping into another world. So
It's
I love
such a
that
gem
place.
for our
And
community.
it's free. Like sometimes I hear people say there's nothing to do, but there's always stuff to do in Cornwall. I've lived here for going on 4 years, and there's never a lack of things to do. And I think that's really exciting. And I know that, in looking at the Seeker, there's so many events that are happening.
Yes, the calendar is always full.
So please come and check out the Black History Month event and the juried exhibit at the gallery.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming in. Sadly, we couldn't see your face, but at least we got to talk to
on
you.
the weekend, or sorry, on Thursday and Friday.
Absolutely.
We will. And thank you, Flora, for
Merci,
joining
thank
us as
you.
well. That was wonderful.
Julia, we look forward
Yes,
to
me
meeting
too. All right. Yep.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Sean.
Bye
Bye
bye.
for now.
Bye.
I am going to
And
put
I
the
think,
poster right here.
yeah, Flora had it in her hand,
Yep.
actually.
So this is happening Thursday and Friday. So drop in. Thursday, I mean, you'll have a chance to experience some food and some music and all sorts of things. And yeah, so go on and go see that on
And
Thursday and Friday.
uh, check out the show at the gallery as well while
Hmm.
you're in there. It's very impressive that we have so much talent
I
in the
know,
area. So it's a really
I
nice
know.
show. So actually, that was a interesting
It
show.
was
We had a lot of variety to talk
absolutely.
about. I just I just want to mention last week we had an awesome show too. Like we had John Grow on doing appraisals, and John's going to be on the first Monday of every month. So send in if you have anything, like you say, if you have anything old hanging around, and I don't mean the husband, I'm just kidding. I had to say it. I have wanted to say that for a long time. If you have something old that you want to send in to get appraised, email a picture to appraisals at
Yes,
theseeker.ca.
appraisals at theseeker.ca. Yeah, it was a really good show. And we all have this item that's on our shelves, or we inherited from our parents, and we don't know what it is sometimes, and we
Yeah,
don't know what. Anyways, he if
if
it's
it's
worth
worth
anything,
anything,
exactly. Like, I got a collection of coins that my dad left me, and like, I don't have any idea if it's worth anything or not. So you can send this stuff, send a picture, like Miley said, to appraisals at theseeker.ca, and John can take a look at it and then give you an idea of what it's worth. That's what his column is called, for what it's worth. So
yeah. Yeah, no, that was a very good show that we had. And like I say, he's on the first Monday of every month. So do send in your pictures. Right now, we are working on the March Seeker, which has a flip magazine on the back that's called Beauty and Bridal. So if anybody is working in a business or a service that's connected to beauty, get in, send us an email, info@theseeker.ca, and we'll give you the details of the ads. And then also with events and happenings, please send us your events and happenings so that we can put them on the website on the Seeker.
yeah, preferably in a Facebook event format, because that's easily, we can share it, and it gets into our calendar of event automatically. So you can even do it yourself. You can join our Facebook group, which is the local. Oh, I can't remember what it's called anymore. The local events and happenings, the Seeker local events and happening. And then if you share your event on that group, then your event will be automatically in our calendar of events. So speaking of events, what else is happening this week, Miley?
So there is another Black History Month event going on at the library on, I'm just checking out where I had written about it. It's happening at the library on Saturday. And we also have Wednesday, February the 12th. Now, this sounds interesting. Tinder Tales presents a Not So Valentine show at La Maison at 8:30. Actually, we should be actually be going to that because it sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have February the 14th at 5. There's a Valentine's Gala for hospice at the Agora Center. February 15th, we have a punk and paint event from 7 to 10 at 514 Marlborough Street in Cornwall. Again, sounds quite interesting. Punk and paint. I don't know. Then Saturday at the Civic Complex from 10 till 2, there's Swap, Share, Repair Fair. It's put on by Transition Cornwall in the city. So there's a few workshops going on there. So I think that would be an interesting place to go to if you're looking for something to do on the weekend. Tuesday, February the 11th, I'm backtracking a little bit. At the Cornwall Public Library, there's an interesting event called Menopause Awareness Night on from 6 to 8. And then, as we had mentioned, The elections debate is on Wednesday at the complex. 6 o'clock is the meet and greet, and 7 o'clock starts the debate. And we do want you to join us next Monday, the 17th, for our seeker question and answer with the candidates, which plus we're also going to have 10 questions on the website, which
Hopefully,
each of the candidates
I
has
haven't
got.
received any answers yet, but hopefully we will.
Well, we've sent out and we've invited everyone to send them in, but I know there's so little time and they're scrambling to get, door to door knocking and all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
done. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll have a chance to get that.
hopefully.
But on our website there is a banner about the candidates, so go check in to see what's going on in there.
Awesome.
We do have 2 concerts going on again at this weekend. Well, February the 14th, Friday, Freddie Mercury solo show at South Stormont Community Hall. And Friday, February 14th, also Cuts Like a Knife tribute to Bryan Adams at the Port. So, as Sean said, there's always a lot
Absolutely.
going on. You can go and check on all these events at our website under the event menu. So the website is theseeker.ca. Go to events, and there's actually a ton of events in there right now for you to check out, including the ones that I have mentioned. And you can get all the full details in there
And I
as
want to
well.
shout out to our
Lots of
wonderful Sylvie O'Rourke, who is sharing so much of
Oh
the
my
stuff
God.
on our group. Yeah, I'm so thankful for her because she's doing a lot.
She is. And I also started a new Facebook page. Sadly, our previous one got shut down by the government, about a year and a half ago. So
Not the government. Not the government. Not the
s-
government.
oh, sorry,
Don't spread
sorry.
misinformation. It was shut down by Facebook.
Facebook.
So we have a page that is the Seeker Community, and
Yeah,
it's not about news. So it's the Seeker Community. You can join that on Facebook and stay informed of the happenings in our community. All right.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I
So
think that was a full show, Miley. I want to thank you for sharing this beautiful time with me every Monday morning. It's starting my week in a good way.
it's
Um,
motivating the
I
secret checks.
yes, absolutely. So to all of you, I hope you join us next Monday. It's a very important one. Please go and vote. Go out and vote.
Yeah.
Your vote matters. And we'll see you next Monday. Have a great day.
Have yourself a super duper week. Bye.
Bye for now.